Good morning, guys. Ryan Curvis here from the BetfairTradingCommunity.com with another one of these one-line lessons. So these one-line lessons are all aimed at traders who just need that bit of help. They're live so that that you can ask whatever you want and we will get into the topic. These started because lockdown happened and I thought, do you know what? We should do something as traders together, keep ourselves entertained, keep ourselves moving forward, keep ourselves learning. You know, let's attack this. Let's not be wallowing or anything. Let's use this as a time to learn. And I've had so much fun going forward and doing these lessons. Today's one-line lesson is all about don't give up just because you've lost a few trades. Now, do hit that thumbs up button below. The more of those thumbs up we get, the better. It's better for our YouTube algorithm. Good morning, Peter. It's better for everybody because then more and more people will see these videos. And that's what we are after. It's great to see so many of you interacting with them, so many sending emails. It's just, I love it. It's great. It's great to see. So let's get into, good morning, Crypto Car. Let's get into the one-line lesson then. And I promise I am going to keep this video so much shorter than the usual 30 minutes that I rabble on for. Gosh, I added all of these into one playlist the other day. Good morning, Phil. And I saw that I started at like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And I'm like, Ryan, the one-line lessons, keep them short, keep them punchy. And I know we go off on tangents, we get deep about trading, but I am going to keep this a little bit shorter. I'm going to try and keep this sort of 5 minutes long, maybe even 8 minutes. And if you do have a lesson that you would like me to cover that's not linked to this lesson, then email it. So if you do have a question, email it to info@betfairtradingcommunity.com, FAO, Ryan as the subject, and then I will get to see it. So don't give up just because you've had a few losses. This is something that I see a lot, you know, and I get it because you get all excited. You're ready to trade. And stop it, Siri. And you're so excited. You're ready to trade. You've been thinking about this day or leading up to it. You're all excited. When you've been washing the pot, so you've gone out to get your morning coffee, or you've been, you know, talking to the wife or the partner, whatever, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it may be, and you're ready to trade because you planned it in your head. And then you sit down at the computer, you've got all of your research done and you're really excited. And then you might be coming off the back of maybe a few other losses and you've started to get that little niggly doubt in the back of your mind, but you've quietened that voice. You're saying, no, I am going to be a trader. I am going to do this. And then you start trading. You've got 3 games on your plan for the day. Trade 1 loses. You're like, right, okay, that's fine. Not a problem. Then trade 2 loses. And then that starts to niggle away. And then that little voice in the back of your head is getting larger and higher. The volume of it is getting higher. And you're going, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm not quite out to do this. But I'll do my last trade. And then you do the last trade. And that loses as well. And then that makes you want to give up. Don't. Please don't give up just because you've had a few losses. You will get losses in your trading. You are probably looking at those losses over a shorter period of time than you probably should. We all suffer losses. Like we all suffer losses. A couple of years ago, my tried and tested lay the draw went through some losses. And I mean losses, guys. Like I could not pick a winner for love nor money. I was at this point ready to jack it in, ready to go, I can't handle this. I can't do this. And I consider myself to have quite a strong personality, a strong mindset. And I was ready to go, jack it in. Maybe not trading completely, but jack the lay the draw in. You know, I've had so many losses. How am I going to come back from this? How am I going to come back from this? And I remember it very, very clearly. I remember being being sat there just thinking, with literally my head in my hands like this, thinking, I can't keep doing these losing trades. I cannot keep doing it. It's just draining me. And it's draining my confidence. It's draining my mentality. It's draining my relationships with other people. So I jumped on the phone. I jumped onto the phone to somebody who I respected massively. Not a Betfair trader. I'm not saying that I don't respect Betfair traders, but was a very successful businessman. And I said to him, "Hey, buddy, I'm just ringing you for some advice. I'm like, I need you." And he said, "Okay, what are you doing?" So I've had a few bad trades. I said, I'm ready to jack it in. And he said, "I'm going to put the phone down on you. I'm going to meet you in half an hour at this coffee shop that's in a bookstore." Love being around books, so that was great. And we're going to just hash it out. We're going to sort it out. So went to the bookstore, sat down, told him, and he said, "I've lost loads of money, mate, over my life. Loads of money. And I've made loads of stupid mistakes. But you know what the biggest, stupidest mistake would be?" I said, "No." He said, "To quit. Honestly, to quit." He says, "The way you feel right now, in a year's time, you will not feel that way if you keep going." And it just made me go, yeah, you're right. You know, I am having a series of bad results, but I'm in charge of those results. So I'm in charge of what happens next. I make the next decision. I make the next step. So that's what I did. I just carried on. I got granular, even more granular on my research to make sure. I went back over the results. It became an obsession to go over those results and make sure that I wasn't missing anything. And that gave me the momentum to keep going. And I didn't spot anything massively wrong with them. I just spotted a few things that helped me move forward and be able to do that. Okay, so I was buzzing for the Leverkusen game, lost 10% of my bank, overstaked, and didn't follow the plan. And the only reason I stopped dead was asking what would Ryan do and what would Ryan do. So I stopped. Yes, amazing. Because you don't need to beat yourself up about losing trades. You don't need to stop. You don't need to quit. You just need to find the pattern of behavior that works for you, that helps. And so going back to that example with me, I got really into the results to find out what was happening. I started talking to myself more. I started questioning myself and doing. Good morning, Malcolm. So today's one-line lesson is don't give up because you've lost a few trades. And I started to question what I was doing. I started to get deep into the results and the analysis and go even deeper, and start to go, well, is this happening? Is that happening? And just get into it. And I did. And then I also started to get into yoga, which sort of happened strangely because I had issues with my back, and that's another reason I was getting into yoga. But good morning, 24 Sumo. Good morning, Dolo, who's just joined us. Today's about don't give up because you've lost a few trades. And then I started to do yoga, and I started to implement yoga on trading days, and especially if I'd had a bad day, sometimes I would do an extra yoga session. And that really cleared my mind. I started to use Headspace. Trying to get that overstated. Yeah, so Phil, why is that, Phil? Why are you struggling to get that down in the journey? Is it an ego? Is it an ego thing that you don't want to document what actually has happened? And I said I was going to keep this video short, and I've already gone past the 8 minutes I said I was going to do for this video. So we'll keep going. But the moral of the story is, if I'd have given up all of those years ago, I wouldn't be where I am today. I've no idea. And if I'd have stopped trading the thing that was profitable, longer term, And I had that, basically I was taking a shorter term, so it compounds the fact that I'm an idiot. Yes, Phil, but you are only an idiot, my friend, if you write that down and then the next time that opportunity happens, you do the same thing. Then you're an idiot. And I will shout that out. That is quite direct. But you are only an idiot if you do not learn from that mistake. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again and expecting a different result. Yeah, but all these videos are helping you. You're moving the dial all the time. The dial isn't going to go whoom. On no thing in life does the dial go vroom like that. It can go there faster in a faster car than a slower car, but that is experience, that is help, etc., etc. So don't beat yourself up about it. You're only an idiot if you continue to keep making the same mistakes. So document it, learn from it, and move on. So let that sink in. And I think 24 Sumo, I think one of the things why people overstake with a smaller bank is they want to build their bank up quicker, which they won't do by overstaking. So moral of the story is take a longer term view on your trading. If you have lost a few trades, do not give up. You are investing in yourself every single day. You are trying to move that needle. And I watched a really, really, really good Dolo, you tend to go off the rails when I'm doing well. That is a little bit of ego getting in. That is a little bit of, we've all been there. You know, I'm going like this, boom, boom, boom. I'm flying. I'm on top of the world. Well, my situation, that comment just disappeared. So I watched this, I watched All In surfing program on Red Bull TV. Really, really good. I'm obsessed with surfing anyway. And then get this, never surfed. That's my personality, guys. Crazy. But there was a young Japanese guy in there. And what the Japanese player said, the Japanese surfer said, is if I can be 1% better every single day, imagine where I'll be in 3 months' time. Let that sink in. That is incredible. Well, I look at my current situation. My bank was 1,500 and I got beaten up to 600 and then I hit checkout. It took me 3 months to get to 1,500 mark. Tough times. Yeah, but you got back there and you didn't make those mistakes that led you to make that big drop. So that is a massive achievement. And it's like I say, by going back, looking back, you can actually connect the dots to see how far you've come. And that really is it, guys. Don't give up because of a few bad trades. Think about learning from them and always moving that needle. Even if you're moving that needle 1% every single day, if you don't do a trade because it's the wrong trade, you've actually moved that needle more towards being a successful trader. And that's what we're trying to do. Always move that needle. If you can do that every single day, you can make constant small actions, small leaps. Imagine where you will be at the end of that quarter and then at the end of that next quarter. And that also was when I started looking at a longer term view of my trading and went quarter by quarter. And then actually when you take a longer term view and go, I can do this for the full year, I can do this for the quarter, it makes life so much easier. So if you've got just one little nugget from this video, please do hit that thumbs up below. We've got 18 people on here. Let me know how useful this has been. So hit that little thumbs up if you've got something from this video. Let's try and get that little total all the way up. I said I was going to keep this video shorter than the usual ones. I am going to. So, just to recap this, do not give up because of a couple of losses. Take a longer term view of it. Be brutally honest with yourself in your trading plan. Document what you did and why you did it so that you can actually get better, because you are only an idiot if you keep doing it. If you keep doing it, you're an idiot. If you don't, you're not. You can learn from it. Let's try and move that needle just 1% every single day. Be honest with yourselves and ask yourself that question. If I do, 24 sumo, we all do it, right? All do it. We all make mistakes. Even now, still make them. Still make them. If you say yes to this, what are you saying no to? So just keep that in your mind. Question yourself. Always, always, always be questioning yourself. Talk to yourself out loud. Talk to yourself quietly. Talk to yourself in your own head. Just talk to yourself and do not give up. Remember, we have all been there. It is a constant, constant battle. I am still battling to be a good trader, and I always, always will be. So that's the one-line lesson for today, guys, and that was courtesy of Dr. Thrush. So thank you for that one. Tomorrow's lesson is about don't overbet. And what I'm going to try and do is try and keep these shorter, more to the point. And then if there's questions that aren't on topic to the one-line lesson, email them in. info@betfairtradingcommunity.com, subject FAO Ryan, and I will pick up on them. I'll add them to the list and I'll do a separate video on just that one. But before I go, the last thing I'm going to say, Shane just said, we've got to remember that as traders, we aren't bigger than the markets. Exactly. The markets will gobble you up. Ryan Oi wanted to ask something. These are great. Timely for myself. Yes, Malcolm, what are you going to ask me? So remember that, will there be stats for the AFL? If our server provides the stats, there will be, because we are going to build in, and I'm giving away the secret here, but we are going to build in a stats software package for every sort of major sport. So we'll have cricket, tennis, horse racing, football, NFL, NBA, everything we'll have. So Formula One, if they've got it and they've got a feed for it that we can access and build our stats that way, there will be. So just remember, you aren't bigger than the markets, and you never will be. They will swallow you up, but get better every single day. Don't give up 1%, and then eventually you'll see that needle. And let me tell you what will happen. You'll get to a point here. You'll get to a point here where it goes, and then all of a sudden it starts to speed up and clicks into place, and you will get to where you want. You'll be a better trader. You'll be making more money. You'll have more freedom. You'll be able to do the things that you really, really want to do. Stick with it, guys. Stick with me, and I will help you. Have a great day. I will be back tomorrow, same place, same time, and see you soon.